Hey everybody. Obviously you see the Steelers logo right here on my shirt, but of course they got eliminated. Don't judge. Like I said, I would be supporting them for maybe as long as I live. After all, they were the first team I started rooting for. Of course, I'm gonna be rooting for the Rams from here on, but this is not the subject as of today. Today we're gonna be talking about a few things that kind of go against today's games. Lately, I've been kind of going against the updated news and also like the games that happened. But today, I'm gonna be talking about a few things that I think will build some sort of controversy. Okay, it is January 15th, and I want to make it clear right here today. Draymond Green is overpaid and quite possibly overrated. Now, I mean possibly overrated because he's being paid 22 million per year to, well, what exactly? What does he do that's good? Does he defend well? I guess, but does that mean he has to have two or three other good perimeter defenders? I mean, after Clay went down, his defense hasn't been the same. He might have worse perimeter defenders, guards, other people that are defending the paint with him. After all, Iguodala was doing really well with him. Andrew Bogut was a defensive anchor. Kevin Durant was a premier player. Now that he doesn't have any of those things, his best center or front court man is James Wiseman. He's been solid on offense. I haven't seen him do too well on defense. After all, Jokic was having fun with him last night. Um, and those are the kind of players a player like Jokic would like to play against. Draymond Green didn't do anything to stop him. Just today, this morning, I saw him, Draymond Green, of course, have his best or highest point of the season be 10 points. Of course, it came in I think it was a 10, 9, and 10 stat line as in terms of points, rebounds, and assists. But do we really value a triple double if it's barely breaking the triple double point? I mean, 10, 9, and 10, it looks impressive in terms of being able to do everything, but is that really something you value in a team? Obviously, if there's this opinion that goes around that says there are such thing as empty stats. I don't believe it's always the case. Stats do say a lot. To say someone had empty stats, it could flip one way or another. But I definitely feel like Draymond Green having almost three triple doubles in 3 games and having his team go 6-6 thus far. I'm not gonna say they're empty because he's definitely done his part to put his team in this position, but I don't think he's as valuable as a lot of people say he is. A lot of Warriors fans are going to be saying things like, "Oh, well, he does a lot of things that don't go into the stats." And I get it, but there's something that you expect out of your highest paid players on your roster, and I don't think Draymond Green has delivered on anything special for the team. It's only been Steph and James Wiseman for a rookie. In my eyes, Draymond hasn't. I don't think he's gonna be back in an All-Star game. I think he's done. He's already passed his. I don't want to say prime, but we've already seen what his best can be. I don't think we're gonna see it again. No matter who goes to Golden State or who plays well in Golden State, he will be definitely a factor. But I don't think he's going to be an All-Star by any means anymore. I also wanted to touch a little bit on the most other overrated players, and it pains me to say this because I really like this player for so long. He's definitely proven to be a target worth going for a lot of teams, and things just haven't fallen his direction. And I hate to say it, but Russell Westbrook, he's not as good as all those other All Stars. He's definitely an All Star caliber player. He brings fans, he brings entertainment, but he's kind of like what Blake Griffin was. Of course, Blake Griffin and Russell Westbrook are totally different players, especially in their highlight of their careers. But they shouldn't be the number one guy. I hate to say it. Blake Griffin, now he has the possibility of being the number two guy. Russell Westbrook, I don't think he should be the number two. I really love his work ethic. I think he's one of the better players out there because he gives it his all, but he's not as great as people say he is. His triple doubles are impressive, but when it comes with no championships at the end of the day, and I for one heavily criticize people for making championships an argument. Russell Westbrook, he could do a lot of things, but bring his team over the top, I don't think he should be leading that charge. I definitely think he should be, he could be a crucial player in the team that wins a championship. I don't think he's done yet, but he definitely doesn't help the team too much. So that's what I gotta say about him. I also want to touch a little bit on the MVP race. Paul George, as I made clear, he's the number one in my eyes of all the players I've seen. A lot of players have underperformed. I think Giannis Antetokounmpo has underperformed. AD has been not AD. LeBron's been better than him. I think LeBron is the second best guy going for the MVP race. Luka Doncic, apparently he's up there too, but he hasn't been impressive as of late. If anything, Jason Tatum, and I hate to say it because I used to be a fan of the Celtics. I like watching them, but something about Jason Tatum, it's just, I don't know. It's probably just the way he carries himself. I don't know, but he's a competitor, and I'll respect it. I think he's about in the third or fourth. The Sixers, I'll just throw Joel Embiid in there. I mean, the Sixers are the number one seed as of now, according to the score. And I know I'm putting the seedings into the MVP argument, and I haven't mentioned the Utah Jazz. Look, Donovan Mitchell, he's great. He's gonna be even better, but I don't think he has a chance of winning MVP because he doesn't have a narrative. Something about the MVP, it carries a narrative. So if you have a story that a lot of people could vote for, yeah, you're gonna have a higher chance of getting it. That's why I also think LeBron has a high chance of getting it at age 37 already. Donovan Mitchell, he has the seeding, he has the potential, but I don't think he has a story yet. He doesn't really have anything of value to the narrative. Paul George, easily number one in my eyes because last year of his shoulder injuries, he kept being set out. I witnessed a lot of games without watching him. Even when I even went live to watch him play. I missed him once because the other time he was barely getting his legs in November, I think it was. He's definitely come a long way, and then plus his leg injury, him mentioning that he was in a dark place in the bubble just last playoffs. Of course, that's going to work with him to get an MVP vote or a few. That's why I think Paul George is going to be the MVP of the season. LeBron, 37, number one seed, no-brainer, still the best in the world. I think the oldest player playing now, with Jamal Crawford not doing anything of significance, or Udonis Haslem. Yeah, I think Kawhi Leonard is kind of taking a step back to Paul George this season. Paul George has, I think Kawhi Leonard is better than Paul George, but Paul George has, he's really taken him out of the picture in terms of leading the team, which I don't think Kawhi minds. I mean, I think he's more than happy to give it to him as long as the Clippers are winning games. It's definitely something worth watching. It's going to be fun. And I like where the Clippers are going so far. Hopefully they get even better. And those guys seem to have a lot of good chemistry so far. And I think it's only gonna get it even better. They still gotta work in Luke Kennard and Serge Ibaka. He's sort of in the picture already. He's gotten his numbers. I think he's been an upgrade since Montrezl Harrell. He's done his work, and I trust he'll be doing even better. I think that's all I got to say for now. I had a few more things I want to mention, but I want to keep these videos short. If you like what you hear, if you want to argue against me, what I think, feel free to leave a comment. Please give me a thumbs up. I would love to get some likes going to get the ball rolling. I just want to build this platform and see what else we got. All right, catch you guys all later.